like at 10 Degrees South, there's so many different restaurant cuisines in South Africa. So you've got, your Portuguese restaurants, your Greek restaurants, your Lebanese, your everything you can think of, and that's kind of what we've done at 10 Degrees South. We've taken the best of everything and combined it into our menu.
That's good. I like that. Speaking, what a perfect segue, Justin. Speaking of your menu, I have it right here in front of me. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and talk about some of your personal favorites on the menu. Because did you create the menu? Are you a chef? Are you a restaurateur? Or how does this work? How did you make all of this come together?
I'm a restaurateur that's very passionate about food and wine. My mom and dad are actually chefs, and they serve as executive chefs of the restaurant, and they designed the menu along with myself.
At your restaurant?
Correct.
Okay. So
it's very much a family operation.
I didn't know that. I just learned that for the first time.
Yes,
all right.
It's very much a family operation. They are great chefs and great cooks, and pretty much designed the menu in conjunction, obviously, with myself. And I'm more of a front of the house guy, wine and liquor, and like to get my drink on now.
Right. That's why I enjoy coming there. South African wines, I've noticed probably in the past, you correct me if I'm wrong, 5 to 10 years have really started to make a staple just around, because I go to wine tastings all the time and wine shows all the time. And, before you saw South African wines, but they didn't really have a prominent presence. And now you're seeing some of the most just exquisite wines coming from South Africa.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, they're great value, but they really, really are high quality wines. I mean, the wines that are coming out of there, and there's a lot of wineries from prominent wineries, like Screaming Eagle is doing a collaboration down there now in South Africa. There's a lot of different great wineries out of California, out of France, that are doing some great things down in wine country in South Africa. So, which is great for us, because I'm all about, and 10 Degrees South is all about promoting South African wine and food. And, pretty much that's what we're going to make our mission, for the next 5 years. And we figure after 13 years of being at the Atlanta market, we're going to kind of let the rest of America know about what we have to offer.
Well, I'm hoping to help you with that here today. So let's go. We only have, can I have a couple more minutes? Is that okay? All right, let's do a couple more minutes, and let's go over your menu really quick. I was looking at it earlier, and I printed it out, and of course I didn't bring it with me, so now I'm having to pull it up right here online, which, by the way, you guys can go and do. It's the numerical 10, 1 and 0, 10degreesouth.com is what you need to go do. And why isn't this coming up? Download full menu. I'm trying. Okay, well, I do remember this as it's pulling up. One of the first things that we were served when I got to go and be treated at your restaurant, thank you so much, that was amazing, was escargot. And French, obviously, there you go with the French influence. But with escargot, I can either love it or hate it. And I'm not saying this because you're in front of me. I didn't even have to bring it up if I didn't want to, because there was a plethora of other things I could talk about. It was delicious.
Thank you.
Delicious. And I think what made your escargot so delicious was actually the sauce that you have it in with the bread that you serve it with. Fantastic. Loved it. And I don't get to say that very often. On cruise ships, they always have escargot on their menu. And I remember just last year I took a cruise and I ate it and I maybe spit it out in my napkin. But with yours, we ate the whole entire plate.
South African cuisine is very much about the sourcing, and people don't realize it's regular cuisine. I mean, it's steak, meat, potatoes,
it's nothing crazy.
Fish,
it's nothing
chicken.
weird.
I mean, it's just nothing weird.
Right.
The names might freak people out a little bit because they're not familiar with them, but it's just regular cuisine. But we're very much into our sauces and our spices, so that's kind of where the differentiation comes.
Well, tell me about some of that, because I just extended my minutes. Thank you, Tyler. Tell me about some of the things on your menu. Let's get people hungry. What are some of the things on your menu that are your personal favorites?
I love the escargot. Mussels are phenomenal as well. I highly recommend the calamari, which is grilled, not fried, so people aren't used to that. That's the Mediterranean influence.
Right.
We have a dish called the boerewors sandwich, which is kind of becoming famous in Atlanta. And it's basically a beef sausage sandwich, and it's phenomenal. Traditionally, I love the sausages, which is skewered beef fillet, topped with an apricot curry sauce. So it's kind of, people aren't expecting that, but it's really, really good. The bobotie, which is a very traditional South African Cape Malay dish, is also phenomenal. It's a sweet ground beef curry topped with a savory custard, served with chutney and chopped onion and tomato. King Clip South African fish.
I had that.
For the fish lovers.
I ordered that as my meal because it is the official. You just said it.
Yeah, it's the official. I mean, it's
South African fish.
Staple fish, correct?
Right.
And it's a white mild fish. The prawns, which we get down from Mozambique, Madagascar area, and we serve. The spice of South Africa is peri peri, which is very much it's African bird's eye chili, and it basically was made famous by the Portuguese, where they took it and made it into a sauce. And it's
you use it for your chicken.
We use it for the chicken, for the prawns, but it's a very, it's basically South Africa's hot sauce, if you want to call it that.
Oh, I like that. There you go. Peri peri, Peri, Peri. So yes, you've already named what we had because we had the peri peri chicken. I had the king. I always say that wrong. King Clip fish. We had escargot, and we had your ostrich medallions. Ostrich medallions.
Healthiest red meat you can eat.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
I had never had ostrich except for only one other time in my life, and it had been so long since I'd had ostrich from the last time that I almost even forgot, really how it tasted. So when I had yours, I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't even want to share. I loved it. The person I was with was trying to share it with me, and I kept forking them off. And of course, you got a lot of curry and chutney, which is the Indian flavor, and all of that.
Chicken curry is a very popular dish.
Yeah. And I'm missing one that I had that was, your Carpaccio Caesar salad.
Yeah, now it's biltong carpaccio. So for all your listeners, biltong is basically South Africa's version of beef jerky, and it's naturally cured and spiced. And we shave it real thin for the carpaccio salad. Oh, God,
that was just delicious. Yum. Okay, also, really quick, because we got to go. I'm sorry, I'm being told that my segment's going too long. You do have gift certificates today.
I did.
That we brought. And so we want to make sure that you guys out there, thank you, Tyler. We want to make sure that you guys out there get to go and enjoy 10 Degrees South. So we're going to be giving one away here throughout each segment of the show. Justin, unfortunately I have to let you go, but what is your favorite number for the first one, 1 through 10?
10.
10. There you go. Caller number, have fun, Brian. Caller number 10. You will win a dinner at 10 Degrees South. You're going to love it. Call me right now. All phone lines are open. The number is 770-226-0920. Again, 770-226-0920. Call right now. You will win. And by your web address, location, throw all that stuff out really quick before we got to let you go.
www.10degreessouth.com. 4183 Roswell Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 30342. Telephone number 404-705-8870. Come in and check us out. As for Justin, tell him Donna sent you.
Yes, please do. He wants to come and meet you. And then also really quick, great for special events, parties, all that fun stuff. It's huge. It's beautiful. Go check it out, 10 Degrees South. Buckhead, thank you so much for coming,
Justin. Thank you, Donna. It's been a pleasure.
It goes quick, but I appreciate it. All right, we got to cut to a quick commercial break. Keep those phone calls coming in, and we will come right back.